What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We already know the deal. How many times have I said this in the videos? I'm back. But yes, it's actually been a minute since I've uploaded a video, and I've been getting like a whole lot of DMs, a whole lot of messages and stuff like. First of all, I gotta disclose, no ill will and no hate to anyone. Guys, you gotta remember that I guess that comes like hand in hand with social media and stuff like that. You know, like basically once you put something out there that people like, people are going to take interest in it and are going to reach out and contact you guys. I still get a lot of messages about the red blazer that I was building and stuff like that. And obviously I still get a whole lot of messages about the Pontiac G8 that I LS swapped. And it's always the same thing, like, yo, how did you do this? What parts of this? Engine cradle, engine mounts and stuff like that. I try to answer, honestly, basically everyone. And I'm telling you, like, my DMs on like social media, they're always, you know, bing, 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 bing. Like, I basically turned off the sound when it comes to notifications on my Instagram page and stuff like that, because it's like, I can't answer everyone. I just go down the list. Sometimes I damn near like, oh, I remember I said this, and I'll copy and paste and send that to the next person and stuff like that. So, you know, I really look at it like basically, you know, flattery and also thank you for basically helping the channel grow, or, you know, steady grow, or you guys basically take interest and stuff like that. The reason I haven't been posting videos is, guys, you know, like, I do transport. I do trucking transport and stuff like that. So it's kind of like, you know, we really got to hustle. We're really on the road. And I don't do that anymore because it really, really sucks, because it's like it takes time away from your family. You know, you make decent money. It's not like you like, oh man, you make good money or you make great money. It's like you make decent money, but it's kind of like you're on the road. So the money that you get, like, you're kind of like just really just throwing it back out, because like you don't always want to sleep in a truck and stuff like that. You want to pay for showers, you want to sleep in a bed, you want to grab a hotel room or stuff like that. And the way trucking is and like DOT and stuff, I'm like, dude, like I can't do this anymore. I can't. So probably just go back to turning wrenches, like in my private time or stuff like that, working out of my little workshop and stuff. And probably just, you know, fixing people's cars and stuff like that. Like, I just can't do it anymore. Like, it really sucks, because I've been trying to get the Yukon off the ground to make it to a lot of drag and drives this year, and that's not looking like, by some miracle, I may make it to like the last drag and drive, the last most popular drag and drive in the US. And that's like slim chances, slim picking, or something like that. That was basically the purpose of me building the Yukon. I wanted like because everyone knows that it started off by me looking for a bigger engine, possibly a bigger transmission, you know, work it over and stuff like that. I got the entire truck for basically the cost of an engine. It's like, dude, you can't beat that. It's like harness, pedal, box, TCM, PCM, BCM, like everything, like basically $500 for the whole freaking truck. That's ridiculous. So it's kind of like clean title too. So I couldn't pass it up. Behind me is the 6.2 liter, basically from the Yukon, that is going to be twin turboed. I foresee me using some quality, I would say quality, not like excellent. Please excuse the kids that are playing in the background and stuff like that. It isn't holiday Memorial weekend, so you guys can probably hear it. Kids are playing. No one's getting murdered, but it always sounds like that when kids are playing. So basically, yeah, it's going to be twin turbo. I do plan on, right now, it's not sponsored by the way, I do plan on running twin VS Racing turbochargers, just like how I ran I think I ran on the Red Blazer like a 70, 75, 78, 76, 78, something like that. Like one of the common ones. Like that turbo alone allegedly can support up to 800 horsepower. Obviously, I'm going to be running a bigger motor. It's still stock stroke, stock bore. We did the Summit drop-in pistons and rods and stuff like that. It's still going to be running the stock crank. So I see myself with basically a good bottom end stock crank, twin turbos, nice size cam. I'm going to keep the cam specs a secret, but this thing is like really going to be freaking screaming. I do still intend to run the 6L80. Basically, I'm going to run that basically until it blows up. That's going to be another playlist here on the channel. We're going to run that 6L80 basically until it blows up. Then I'm going to pull that out, do a tear down on it. Basically, once the engine is in, by the way, I don't plan on just be like, all right, yeah, cool, 2,000 horsepower on a stock 6L80. That's not going to happen. Because everyone knows the downside of the 6L80 is basically the torque converter. The inside lining and stuff like that of the torque converters basically takes a crap. That blows out your front pump on your trans, and that basically just ruins the entire transmission filter. You get glitter everywhere. It ruins the transmission filter, which it's like a combination of things that just causes one big cluster of a sausage party, if you know what I mean. So right now I'm sourcing out a custom torque converter, probably something within my cam specs. It's going to be about 3,500 to 3,800 stall speed. We're going to see what happens. Boom, toss that in there. Probably drop around on NA for a while and stuff like that with a low compression motor. It's probably going to be cool. Stomp on it. What else we're going to do? Then gradually work it. If the trans doesn't blow, then we're gonna bolt up the twin turbo and stuff like that, work it out and stuff like that. And then once the trans blows, yank the converter back out, send it back off to them, let it clean it out. And like I said, we're gonna do a playlist here on the channel, me basically rebuilding and tearing down the 6L80, putting in new clutches, new planetaries and stuff like that. And that's basically gonna be the build. But unfortunately, I have to work within all the laws and all the specs of the state of New Jersey because I still intend to drive it. Like like I said, it's not a drag specific truck. It's a drag and drive truck. So I'm still going to have to get inspection. Obviously, it's still going to have insurance and stuff like that. So I'll still have to use the stock computer, stock gauges. Hopefully I can still use my HP tuners and stuff like that. We can work with it. We can work with the stock PCM and get everything dialed in with, minus a few things. So I can't run fuel cell. Still going to be using the stock hat, stock fuel tank, stuff like that. Not the stock fuel pump, obviously. Braided lines, dash 10 feed, 8 on the return. It's going to be pretty stout, and I can say it now honestly. I'm aiming for like a minimum 1,000 horsepower. That's always like the go-to when you have a turbo LS. You have to aim for basically a minimum of 1,000 horsepower. I see myself being able to produce 2,000 horsepower in this truck. I don't, especially you want to just be like, okay, boom, put it on kill all the time and it's 2,000 horsepower. But no, I want to be 2,000 horsepower capable, 1,000 horsepower minimum. Yeah, so that's really like what's been going on and stuff like that. I'm going to show you guys some of the things that I'm working with. I'll show you the engine, working on the heads and stuff. Basically working on the heads right now. I had someone porting the heads, a local shop. Hopefully they didn't butcher my heads, because I stopped in. I'm like, yo, like, what are you doing? But whatever. The heads are going to come, basically, the heads are not on, the heads are just resting. The heads are going to come back off and stuff like that. They're going to get stripped back down. I do got good springs, good locks, good retainers, all name brand stuff. I try not to give shout outs to companies and stuff like that, because as of right now, not sponsored. Can't really give companies, you know, free publicity. It's always welcome though. But yeah, jumping back, I am going to want to get a roll cage put inside the Yukon, obviously for safety measures. I don't, I don't recommend basically anyone using high horsepower without a roll cage and stuff like that. I have been put on to CJ race cars. Believe that they are basically kind of like the closest shop to me that's willing to install a roll cage inside the Yukon. But, you know, if anyone knows anyone basically in the New Jersey area, Southern Jersey area or something like that, feel free to hook me up. Send me their links, send me their DMs, their socials or something like that. I would definitely try to reach out to them. Hopefully I can pick up a sponsor. It really does look like there's something on my face. That's why I keep doing it. That's kind of really it. That's basically what's been going on. I do have one of my classic cars. It's an 80s car, so I guess I can call it classic since it's already 2024. The place where I keep that in storage, they're getting ready to shop. They get ready to close their shop and stuff like that. The building has been sold, so unfortunately, I'm out of room here. So I'm gonna be basically like showing you guys my classic car. I call her Leroy. I call him Leroy, which is weird because when it comes to our cars and our babies, we always say she and her, but my car has a dude's name. So maybe you guys can help me rename her and stuff like that. All right, so that's enough of the blabbing. I'm gonna show you guys what I got. That's basically like what's been going on. Like the Yukon is just sitting. I pressure washed the engine bay. It's really nothing. I don't see me showing you guys the condition of the Yukon right now. You know, it sits outside. I haven't done anything to it. Still stock interior, stuff like that. The only thing that's different from the car is that I washed it. So yeah, let me show you guys what's going on. So now we're moving around. Okay, so over there we got our, we got our seals, we got our springs and stuff like that. I don't know why that torch head is actually sitting over there, and the reciprocator saw, it really looks like I'm butchering something going on over here. This is actually diesel oil, basically for diesel engines. That's why it's so dark. It is actually brand new oil. I got my lifters basically soaking, basically a bunch of cam motion stuff like there. These are actually the heads. And if you guys look, I'm just like, I stopped the dude. Like, it was just the craftsmanship, like the way he was doing it. You see what I mean? And it just had me like, I think I need to stop you now. That way I can actually send these heads out professionally and, like really get them done from a machine versus a guy, with a Dremel that's like basically just hacking away at my heads. So let me put that back there. I don't want to drop that there off the table. So yeah, that's basically the state condition of my heads. I had to stop them right then and there. And I was basically going to put the springs in. I'm just like, no, I'm not going to get a parts washer and clean this and stuff like that. Like, dude, just own up to it. Disassemble the heads. I'm probably going to send them out to Texas Speed or K-Tech. And like I said, not sponsored anyway, but those are the people, those are the companies that are not promising and not guaranteeing, but they're standing by a quick turnaround time. So I'll see what happens with that. And over to the good side, the flex plate, boom, solid. We're gonna be running this company right here. I definitely have to say special shout out to Bonifant because, I messaged them and stuff like that. They told me some good things. Bonifant, I was like looking for a good flex plate I always mess it up. Wait a minute, this isn't charging. So let's put that back in there. Boom. So yeah, basically I was looking for a good flex plate and stuff like that to run inside the, I don't want you guys to see the yard. Look at me. I was looking for a good flex plate. One that was going to be able to, like, you know, like 2,000 horsepower capable and stuff like that. I reached out to a couple companies, even on social media, I even called these companies up. Horrible customer service. Horrible. And I started again. I was like, dude, I need a freaking flex plate. Okay. They're like, there's no way I'm going to be running like a regular, like, stock or remanufactured something. So I came across this company right here, Bonafont. Hopefully I'm saying their name correctly, Bonafonte or something like that. I seen them on social media, contacted them, sent it to DM. Boom, within like, good timing. Within like an hour, they messaged me back, said, hey, look, you know, thanks for reaching out, whatever. We'd like to answer any type of your, like, they even gave me like a phone number, an email address, and gave me names of people to ask for if I decided to call and needed more information. Like, that's what I'm all about right there. Because it's like, if you can give me good customer service, it's a good chance, like 95% I'm going to buy from you. I don't really care, like, if it's marked up a little bit. I look at it like I'm paying for good customer service. And like, when there's a problem, knowing that that person helps you, and like, even if there is a problem later on and stuff like that, you can still have someone that you can talk to. Because versus like just buying a part from a company that's just like, oh, hey, yeah, this is the price, this is the warranty, basically good luck. Okay, boom, now you have a problem, and like, you're going to be getting the Peter, you know, if there's a problem or like a warranty issue or something like that. So, you know, like I said, not sponsored by this company, but Bonafonte like really hooked it up. They really reached back out to me when I had questions and stuff like that, even before I even made a sale. Like, I'm not even like a famous YouTuber or influencer or whatever like that. I was just a regular Joe Blow. I was getting ready to say, I'm just a regular Joe Blow that had questions about their products, and they was like, hey, look, yeah, this will work. This is good for like 2,000 horsepower right there. You know, even though you're saying you are aiming for a minimum, boom, solid, 2,000 horsepower. We've had engines and guys running these things up to 2,500 horsepower and haven't had a problem. So I'm like, good, excellent, boom, I'll take it, send it. Yeah, so that's basically it with the flex plate. And I'm going to show you guys what's going on with the engine. All right, so here we go. You guys are probably going to see this like later on once the truck is running and stuff like that. ARP crank bolt, we're running the Summit SFI harmonic balancer. Everything is all done. My paint job on the engine like is freaking horrible. I can't believe, like, I got the engine clean and all that other stuff, and then it's like, oh, hey, look, you want us to paint it? I'm like, no, I can paint it, because I did not want to pay like basically an extra $100, well, $150 to really get the thing like professionally primed or professionally painted. I was like, dude, I'll do it. And the engine looks like crap, horrible paint job. So anyway, these are the friggin' heads, and like I said, like, when you look at the heads, I'm just like this is the head that he finished, and it's like I could still see the friggin' lip, like he even put the, like, are you kidding me? Like, he even put the hats and the retainers on and the springs. Like, hey, look, you know, mission accomplished. And honestly, I really shouldn't even be resting the heads. Oh yeah, and I do have the Steamport crossover to kit too. I know people, eagle-eyed people in the videos are probably going to be like, hey, what the hell, you know? But no, that's definitely a must. Anytime you do anything to your LS engine, like, it's definitely a must. Do the four corner Steamport thing. Like, it basically definitely helps out with the hot pockets and stuff like that. Because if you don't, you're really in the back. Occasionally, right here to the middle of the block, you're going to be creating hot spots. Boom. Dropped valves, blown rings, and everything like that. Like, dude, like, are you serious? It's just like he look. Like, was he going out to lunch or something? But yeah, I digress. Like I said, let me show you guys. Like, you guys can obviously, my bad. You guys can see it. The bolts are not in. So I'm gonna pull the head off, let you guys see what's going on. Man, I hate you. Right. So yeah, I shouldn't have put that dirty head on my freshly, cleaned engine. Yeah, I'm zoomed in. As you can see, these are the low compression pistons. These are the pistons that I'm going to be running. Basically from Summit. Once again, not sponsored, by the way. Looking good. Yeah. Whew. So that's really it. Is that like a string? Yep. It is a string. Got it. So that is really going to conclude today's video. That's basically what's been going on and why I have not been posting videos and stuff like that on YouTube. Basically just working occasionally when I'm home and stuff like that, going back and forth with companies, doing research for like parts and stuff like that, and not being on the road anymore. So hopefully, that's all I can say. Hopefully the content will, get back up there, especially since like it's good weather season. Probably in a slow time, I'll probably do some content with my classic car and stuff like that. I don't see me keeping it here at the house. Like I said, I don't have any more room, and I don't want to start parking cars like all over the yard. Like that just basically looks tacky, looks ghetto. And I think that's going to cover everything. What I've been doing, what's going on with the engine, what's going on with the truck, my parts and stuff like that. Like I said, heads are getting sent back out, and yeah. So what would be the next move? Oh, the next move is me getting the torque converter. So I see myself probably getting the torque converter, making the order, making the order within like the next 2 to 3 weeks. It is the holiday weekend, so I see myself, currently it is Monday. I see me sending these heads off to, like I said, one of the 2 companies, at least by Thursday. And we'll see what happens with that. So yeah, heads are going out. My cruiser is basically probably going to be coming to the house. Probably going to do content with that, just to pump out some crazy content. I was actually looking for a CTS-V and an RX-8. It's so weird because like I kind of feel like I'm like the low key get it done, the idea of get it done for people who had ideas. Because people always been like, oh man, let's swap a G8. Like 80% of them all came with V6s, and it's like, oh man, I know this one dude who did it on YouTube. Like I've been thinking of a CTS. Like dude, CTS cars are everywhere for like $500, all either blown transes or blown engines, most likely blown engines. And I have been thinking about buying one and LS swapping that also. And I've been thinking about doing a RX-8, LS swapping that one also. Thinking about doing the straight 6-cylinder Trailblazer. Before I got the Yukon, like that was it. That was going to be the drag and drive vehicle. I was going to buy a regular Chevy Trailblazer, like LS LT or something like that, with the 4.2 liter straight 6, do an entire playlist, LS swap it, give you guys some content. But like I had that crazy idea and that excellent price truck, and I'm like, I've seen a couple big body cars go down the track, and like they're clicking off some decent numbers. I know I can get crazy with it. Yeah, just like shout out to one of the YouTubers. What was his video? I think forgive me if I mispronounce his name. I think it was like Big Clyde. Big Clyde 84, 34, something like that. I seen he had on his channel. It was like a gray Suburban, I believe. And that thing was moving, and then, you know, once you let the video play, you get another suggestion by another video. And I believe his name is like Jose from Forced Inductions. I think he, you know, makes turbos or manufactures turbos or something like that. And like I'm pretty sure he's the owner of Forced Induction turbos. I don't know if it's Forced Induction Solution, but I know it's Forced Induction something. You know, big shout out to both of those guys right there. And that's what really got the wheels turning inside my head when it came to like a big body car. I'm just like, you know, because you got to hold up a little bit. It's kind of like, I don't want to just be like, oh yeah, pull the engine and trans out, boom, 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 put it into something else and everything like that. But no, I got hooked on drag and drive. I'm like, yo, I want air conditioning, heated seats, or, you know, whatever, if I can have it. But anyway, you guys know me, scatterbrain all the time. That's just like to ramble and talk and like get off the beaten path, but that's just me. Like I said, still looking for work and making content. So I will catch you guys later. That's kind of like the state of the union right there, or something like that, what's been going on with me and the build of the truck. You guys got any questions, you know what to do. Hit me up on the social media. Like, comment, subscribe, all that other crazy stuff. Write some stuff down in the comments. And, you know, we'll just keep it casual. I'm out.